Welcome back to Red and Blue. We continue to monitor Hurricane Ian as a large part of the East Coast is still at serious risk from this storm. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson joins us now. David, good to be with you. What are you seeing? What's the latest?
Yeah, so the latest is we are now back to a Category 1 hurricane. That is not what we want to be seeing. It's actually a little bit ahead of schedule. It's moving north-northeast at 10 miles an hour, so it's starting to pick up forward speed, and it's 240 miles south of Charleston, which is likely around where we're going to see the landfall location happen. So let's talk a little bit about what's currently happening. You can see the bands starting to push a little bit further offshore because the center of the storm is as well. This is good news because they have just been getting a ton of rain over the past 6 or 7 hours. There's been flash flood warnings up and down the coastline here. So the good news is that is coming to an end. The bad news is that good news is someone else's misery. So here's the deal. 2 a.m. it is a Category 1. 2 p.m. it is making landfall as a Category 1. There is a chance this does strengthen a little bit more, but it would take a lot to be a Category 2. So I think a landfall as a Category 1 is pretty much a lock, and then it goes and quickly weakens as it moves inland. But the problem is there's so much moisture with this storm, and again, there's a whole lot of storm surge, 4 to 7 feet, that this storm still has a lot of problems, because if you take a look at where the storm is around landfall time, all of this water is moving in not just to the Carolina coast and South Carolina, but into North Carolina and even into portions of the Outer Banks as well.
Help me as a layperson when it comes to weather understand the differences in how this hurricane affected the coastline on the Gulf versus how it's affecting in the Atlantic on the East Coast of the United States.
Yeah, so the big difference is just in terms of how much time it's had to organize, right? So the storm rapidly intensified. It skimmed Cuba, essentially, and then it rapidly intensified further as it went into Florida, and that gave it the ramp up to a Category 4. There's just not a whole lot of real estate left here. The water's not quite as warm. The upper air pattern's not quite as favorable. So there's just not that much room for it to be favorable for that kind of intensification. But look, there's still a lot of rain with this. We had 17, 18, 19 inches of rain in Florida. Now we have the potential for a maximum of about 9 in South Carolina. So the total rain amounts are lower because the storm is moving faster, which means there's not as much time for the rain to drop as much on a particular area. The wind speeds are lower and the storm surge threat is lower, but all three threats continue to exist, though I would say we also add in a tornado threat for portions of the Carolinas on up into Virginia too. So a whole lot of facets for tomorrow, and then finally by Saturday things calm down and we end our time with Ian, and that name will probably be retired because of all the devastation you've seen in Florida. So this will be the last Hurricane Ian that we ever have.
It's just a terrible, terrible hurricane, a terrible storm, but we appreciate you keeping watch. David Parkinson, thank you.
No problem.